How to create a year's worth of content in a single afternoon. This is an advanced strategy that I use with some of my clients. However, I must warn you, sometimes they get hung up on this and it drastically slows down their progress. If you're the type of person that feels things have to be perfect, I really need to look good at all times, then don't do this. Most likely you'll get hung up on the technical elements and you're never going to get anything done. On the other hand, if you're the type of person that has the attitude of, I kick ass, I can do anything that I want and my voice deserves to be heard, I deserve to be serving thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands or millions of people, because what I know about my business is very valuable and it can change lives, then you are going to love this method. In the previous chapters, you learned how to structure your books as a series of interviews. The difference is that instead of recording the audio of you answering your questions, you will film yourself answering the questions on camera. Now don't worry, this requires no film crew, makeup artist, lights, or any technical equipment whatsoever. And if someone convinces you that it does, I'm just going to tell you run for the hills, because that's totally ridiculous in today's day and age. 15 years ago, you may have needed that. Today, really, all you need is some good sunlight through a window and your iPhone, and you're good to go. So if you have a cell phone, iPhone, tablet, you have everything you need to create very high quality videos. So all you have to really do is sit at a desk or some other nice location, and you can determine where that is, turn on your camera, and start answering the questions you wrote down. In fact, most iPhones and mobile devices have tripods you can pick up for under $50. So the easiest way to make this work is to have a staff member, spouse, or friend sit just off camera and then have them read you a question. You look directly in the camera, you repeat the question, and then still looking directly into the camera, you answer it. So for example, if the question for me is, Travis, what's the fastest way to create a book? I would look straight into the camera, and I would say, many of my clients ask me, Travis, what's the fastest way to create a book? And then I would answer that question. After you've answered the first question, the interview will ask you the second question. You repeat the question, and then answer the question. Repeat this process for all the questions you have. Most of my clients complete this process in a single afternoon, usually in under 4 or 5 hours. Now, that may seem like a lot of time to you, but remember, I'm showing you how to create a year's worth of content in 5 hours. Come on, work with me here. So not only have you created your book in a single afternoon, you've also just created a year's worth of content, and here's how. So the first thing you want to do is take a copy of the video and get that transcribed. Next, send a copy of the video to a film editor and have them edit it so that each question and answer is its own short video. And be sure to have a text overlay that references your website or your Facebook page. Step 3, have the editor strip and separate the audio and create a separate MP3 audio file for each question and answer. Depending on how many questions you came up with during the Chapter 2 exercises, you'll now have 100 plus video and audio files of approximately 3 to 6 minutes each. And unless you're like me and you have a tendency to ramble on, they might be a little bit longer. The length depends on how long it took you to answer each question. Obviously, some questions will be more in depth than others. Step 4, take the transcription of each question and then turn that into a PDF. Step 5, publish your videos to YouTube and other video sharing sites. Step 6, publish your transcriptions to your website as blog posts and publish to blog directories. Step 7, submit the PDFs to article directories and file sharing sites. Step 8, publish your audio files to iTunes as a podcast. So can you see the power of this? In one single afternoon, you created 100 plus videos, audios, PDFs, and blog posts that you can publish throughout the coming year. So if you only publish 2 podcasts, 2 videos, 2 blog posts, and 2 PDFs a week, you will have 50 plus weeks of ongoing content. And the best news is there are a lot of really powerful tools that allow you to schedule all of this in advance for the entire year, all in one sitting. You can even have one of your employees upload all of this content into a service like Hootsuite or any of the other auto managers, and the entire year's worth of content will go out automatically. You'll never have to do anything else. And it gets even better, because as your content is spread across the internet for a year, your credibility will grow. Your social influence will grow. You'll start to get a lot of Google love because your content will be spread across multiple platforms. Plus, it's going to be very consistent, and Google loves that. Now, you have all this content and all of this critical mass growing behind you, and it only took you a single afternoon to make it all happen. How easy is that in today's crazy busy world? For most people, when they think of a social media strategy, when they think of having to write blog posts, when they have to think about tweets and creating videos and podcasts, it just simply gets to be overwhelming. In fact, a common response is, I simply do not have the time to do all of that. Look, when it comes to social media and online marketing, we all know we should be doing it, but we don't. We don't do it because we convince ourselves that we're just too busy. And maybe we're not even convincing ourselves we're busy. Let's just face it, we are busy. So with this strategy, you simply take a single day of your week, turn the camera on, and stay there until all the questions you wrote are answered. That's it. And then you're done for the entire year in terms of creating content. Let somebody else handle all the editing and the uploading and the distribution of it. Then, while that's being disseminated over the course of the year, you can spend time writing your second and third book following the same process. By the end of the first year, you'll have years of social media and informational content loaded and ready to go.